Hello everyone and welcome back to another crafty decor adventure. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys 10 DIY Dollar Tree decor crafts. This is episode 3 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous, and I truly believe that y'all don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe and punch the bell. Click all. It will update you every single time I post a new video, and pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. Listen, I'm doing a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway announcing it soon, so you guys don't want to miss out on that. Now listen, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns. Get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to create a super easy piece of wall art using an old thrift store frame and this Dollar Tree doormat. So you're just going to take your doormat and an old thrift store frame. I have this one. I picked it up at the thrift store for $2. I chalk painted it white, and then I'm just going to take the doormat and staple gun the doormat to the frame. You can always reinforce the back of the doormat with a piece of foam board or even some cardboard. So just staple the edges of it, and then voila, you guys have a super easy piece of art. Check this out, you guys. The sky is the limit. Pick up pretty much any doormat and you guys have a super creative idea. Now here's what you guys would want to do if you wanted to reinforce it and make it just a little bit less flimsy, because that doormat can be a little bit flimsy and you guys can see along the edge there wasn't quite a bit of it didn't quite fit all the way to the edge, but if it's hanging on the wall, you guys can't quite totally tell. So check this out. And I didn't realize I had scissors in my back pocket, but hey, I'm a DIY mama. So here is how it looks on my wall next to my little Christmas tree area. And what do you guys think? I hung it to the left of my tree. So here it is on the left-hand side of my tree, and then here it is on the right side of my tree. And I did have somebody comment and say that this wall seemed a little bit blank or bare. And a lot of you guys ask about the screensavers on my TV. They're just YouTube videos. So you guys can look up Christmas music and you find a ton of like little really pretty like Christmas like kind of screensaver music art. So the secret question for this video is, which side should I hang that wall art on? Drop a comment down below, the right side or the left side. We're doing a giveaway, $100 Amazon gift card. Okay, for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to do another one of these pieces of wall art, except for this time, we're just going to hot glue it. So we're taking another Dollar Tree floor mat, doormat, whatever you guys want to call it. And this is just a holiday one, but this is going to be kind of more of like a kid-friendly pop of color. It says Merry Christmas on it, and it has the Santa, the reindeer, the snowman, the penguin. They're all waving high. Super awesome Christmas cheer. I'm going to pop this one in over by my kind of more like fun. I guess actually both my trees are super fun. They're almost like look like Disney inspired or just fun peppermint. Really just happy. I really wanted a pop of happy in my living room. Anyway, these guys are waving hi. Hello. There's another one that I gave to my mom that says Santa stop here. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to give you guys a super easy hack. Now, this is a cute little sign I picked up from Dollar Tree, and it says bless this kitchen. Or no, this one says this kitchen is seasoned with love. They had a couple different ones of these. This one though, we're going to pop a little clothespin onto the top of this. So you're just going to hot glue the clothespin to the top of your sign. And really you guys could do this honestly with any sign. So hot glue the clothespin to the top of the sign. And I will tell you, hindsight 2020, use a larger clothespin for this project. I'm going to share with you guys what we're going to do with this. So we're going to make this a seasonal decor piece. And how we're going to do this is we're going to create several different bows for this. So I kind of lined up really pretty little different bows. I'm going to make a super easy little bow. So you're just going to tie a quick little loop here and cut off the tail right here. And then you're just going to pinch it in the center. And this is like no hot glue required, no pipe cleaners, no anything. And then you're just going to cut off a tail. This doesn't make the most perfect bow, but in case you're in a pinch and you just want to tie a quick little bow, you tie that tail around the center of the bow. See how I'm tying that off? And voila, you guys have a bow. So this is another bow that I just created to share with you guys. Now, if you guys need help with your bows, I'm going to link a bow video down below. I've done so many bow videos for you, but here's just another little bow idea for you. Now you're going to have some frayed edges the way we made this bow. So you want to make sure that you trim off those edges. However you do it, just make some pretty ends on your ribbon tails. Dovetail those ends if you like, cut little triangles up, and then you can take that clothespin and instead of hot gluing your bow to the top of your sign, use the clothespin. I think this is genius in my idea. I don't know. But just use the clothespin to hold that bow on. Okay, so you can use this in your kitchen. Check it out. I have this on my little counter. And so this is my little Christmas bow idea. So then for the next season, you're going to want to change that out because you don't want red and white for every season. So for maybe this spring, you want to do something neutral. Now we're going to make the exact same little bow. You're just going to pinch it together and then take those tails, tie it off, and voila, so magical. And we have a new bow, very neutral. You know, we're in between seasons. We don't want a red and white bow. We want something very neutral, something that's going to transition. Now it's spring or summer and we want a pop of color. We want to liven things up again. This is a Dollar Tree ribbon. It's wired. We're just going to pinch that ribbon in the center, tie it off again, and now we have a pop of green. So you guys can really get creative with this. Buy some ribbon at the thrift store or at the Dollar Tree or at Hobby Lobby on clearance. You guys can make so many of these. These would be great to do for your family members, and you could even package like different little seasonal bows, and these would make a really great fun little gift. I have some of this pretty Mackenzie Childs ribbon. You can buy this on Amazon or the Mackenzie Childs website. Look for their sales. They do run seasonal sales. That's when I buy it, and you can get it half off. It's so much more affordable. It's really expensive ribbon, so you want to use sparingly. And then again, now we have used our high-end ribbon and we're oh so fancy. And there we have it. We're matching the cute little Mackenzie Childs canisters, which I also got at a deep discount. I love to shop their sales, but there we have it. Oh my goodness. Fun and fabulous and oh so seasonal appropriate. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to take a thrift store frame and create a beautiful piece of wall art using a home sweet home placemat from Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to do is just remove the inside of the little frame. There was this matting that came with it. You guys can also pick up frames at Hobby Lobby. Don't forget to use your 40% off coupon, which you can always find online. Now I'm going to kind of measure the placemat inside of the frame, and Dollar Tree placemats always come standard size. You guys can measure those and then go to your craft store and kind of find a frame that you love that will match your home decor. And then I just took some duct tape and kind of duct tape the placemat to the matting, and then I'm just going to trim that down. And then I did end up having to trim it just a little bit more. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim this down just a bit more. Now, it would probably be better too, though, if the mat on this was a little bit smaller, because I really feel like actually the home sweet home, you know, is kind of pretty. And honestly, now that I'm looking at this, I probably could have done without the mat, but then I think that it would have been an odd shape inside of the frame because it wouldn't have fit in there perfectly. But anyway, it's going to come out fabulous, and nobody would ever know that this came from the Dollar Tree. So I challenge you guys to, when you go to the Dollar Tree the next time, look at their placemats and see them through new eyes. Find a really pretty frame that you guys might find at the thrift store, and find a pretty Dollar Tree placemat and frame it. You guys have brand new beautiful wall art. You can pick up a frame for a couple of dollars, and then voila, you have a fabulous new piece of wall art. Now I love this glass cleaner. They have it for $2 at Target, and it's called the world's best glass cleaner or something like that, but it really is amazing glass cleaner. I do suggest that you use a paper towel. I use this Dollar Tree towel and it made it kind of smudgy, but it still came out pretty good. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean both sides because I really do suggest you do that. I hate it when I do a nice piece of wall art and then I have fuzzy stuff on the inside of my glass. So then here you have it, a very nice, beautiful piece of wall art. And it's going to go in perfectly with that brand new centerpiece that I created in my last video. You guys can kind of see it back behind here. I've also had questions about these candles. My dear friend Cheryl sent them to me. They're actually Mackenzie Child's candles. What a beautiful, wonderful gift, and what a blessing to have a friend to be so thoughtful and sweet. So thank you, Cheryl. Now for the next DIY, I want to share with you guys another fun idea of how to create beautiful art on a budget. I really feel like Dollar Tree has amazing calendars. Now, recently they put out this Market Fresh calendar, and I was lucky enough to have a friend send me several Market Fresh calendars to craft and DIY with. So thank you, my sweet friend Stacy, who sent me some of these. Now, I used up the December calendar, so I won't be able to share that one with you, but I also found a really nice one in here, and it was the rooster one. So I'm going to choose the rooster one because I felt like it was kind of festive for Christmas, but also I can transition into some other seasons with it. And I do have a lot of pops of red in my kitchen, and so I'm going to go for the rooster, which I think is really cute and happy and fun. And roosters are kind of farmhouse, and I feel like some of my Mackenzie Child's pieces are kind of farmhouse as well. I did end up trimming off the top because I wasn't able to fit the bottom letters in the bottom part of this. So this is just another idea of how you guys can take a nice little thrift store frame and pop that in and have really beautiful art for next to nothing. I really feel like when you go to TJ Maxx or Target or even Walmart, the wall art is really so expensive. And as you can see here, now I have a beautiful piece of wall art. I can refresh my kitchen or my dining room or even my living room with a nice piece of wall art, and it didn't cost me very much money at all besides the photo frame and the calendar. And maybe you can't find the Market Fresh calendar at Dollar Tree, but there's many other calendars there that you can choose from. You can pick up calendars in other places as well. You could look at Walmart or Walgreens or really pretty much any place that you might find a nice calendar. You could even look in your craft stash for some pretty scrapbook paper and some clip art. Just really get creative and have fun with this. But I think that this came out very nice. It looks lovely in my kitchen. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to take a clear Dollar Tree plate and a decoupage, a pretty napkin onto it. So I'm going to start out by cleaning the plate with some rubbing alcohol just to make sure that there's no grease and grime on it, and that will get your plate all set to go for doing your decoupage. And I'm going to clean both sides, even though I won't be doing any decoupage on both sides. It is just going to get it all nice and clean. And then once I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and get my decoupage going. Now I'm using a waterproof decoupage. This is what I have on hand, but really you can just use any decoupage for this. I am going to decoupage to the back of this plate, and I suggest that this is going to be used for decor purposes only. Don't be eating anything off of a decoupage plate because the glue is not food safe. I repeat, the glue is not food safe. Now you could display some pretty candies though that are wrapped. I think that that would be fine because you're decoupaging on the opposite side of your plate. So I'm going to take my Mod Podge now, and I'm going to apply a very generous layer of Mod Podge on the bottom side of my plate. So I have my plate flipped over and it's facing downward, and I just have a piece of foil on top of my little tray that I'm doing my crafts on top of. That way my Mod Podge doesn't get all over my pretty tablecloth, and I'm just Mod Podging on top of the bottom of the plate. So I have a really nice generous layer. Now you're going to see me apply the napkin, and I'm not going to take the little inside part of the napkin off. So when you unfold a napkin, there will be an extra layer on the napkin. I don't take that part off. I leave that part on, at least for this project, because with the Mackenzie Child's napkins, and that's the one that I'm using, it makes it too thin in my opinion. You don't get the strong pretty pattern. Now to each his own on how they want to do their project, but this is just how I'm using this project. Sometimes I do take that extra layer of napkin off, but for this particular project I want to be able to see the napkin more, and
sometimes when I take that inner layer of napkin off, it just makes the napkin too thin and it will break. And so I'm just going to add another generous layer of Mod Podge on top of that and then let it dry. It is going to make it a bit bubbly, so you may want to let the first layer of Mod Podge dry, and that may make it easier to work with. But this is particularly how I do my Mod Podging. Mod Podging, I'm not really for sure that that's a word, but I do suggest that if you have time, let that first layer dry. For this crafting purposes, and so I can have this craft and video done for you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and add this layer. But I do have to be very careful so I don't tear apart the napkin since it is a bit wet. But I'm just very gently patting this on here. And once it dries, you really can't see the bubbles too much. But when you Mod Podge, it's really not going to be super flat. It does look really pretty though once it's all dry, and through the clear plate you're going to see the really beautiful pattern. Now that I have my plate all dry and the excess napkin trimmed off, I'm going to use my Deco Color Premium Paint Pen. I get this at Michael's, or I also order them off Amazon. Lately I've been ordering them off of Amazon. It's just easier and I don't have to go into the store. So then I'm going to take it and I'm gently going to rim the edge of my plate. And this is a nice way to just add some detail to my plate. You can also pick up Pretty Gold paint pens at Dollar Tree. And here is how my pretty plate turned out. It's not perfect by any means, but it's perfectly perfect for my decor. And it may be a little bit easier for those of you that want to have that Mackenzie Childs look, but don't want to pay the high prices. You can find these napkins on the Mackenzie Childs website, and you can also order them off Amazon. Have fun, give yourself grace, and happy crafting. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to share with you guys how to make a fun little kind of hostess gift basket. So I'm going to take this little Dollar Tree Santa pail and then also these cute little Dollar Tree towels. I'm using this gnome for the holidays. It's a bigger kitchen tea towel, and I'm just going to roll it like you're going to roll up a burrito. And I'm going to roll it all the way till I get to the end, and then I'm going to take this pretty little buffalo check plaid ribbon, and then I'm going to tie it around my little gnome for the holidays tea towel and trim it off. I'm going to tie a cute little bow, and this is just going to be a shoelace bow. That's going to make it look a little bit prettier and a little bit more designer and high end, and kind of doll it up. And then I'm going to pop it into my Santa pail. I think this is a really nice idea to kind of take these Dollar Tree towels and to zhuzh them up and make them a little bit more fancy. I did get this ribbon at Michael's, and it was on discount, so I believe I got it for about 99 cents. The next towel I want to do is this Winter Holiday Wishes. I think it says Winter Wishes or Winter Wonderland. And again, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to roll it up like it's a little burrito, and then take and tie off the center of it and tie a cute little bow with my buffalo check plaid ribbon. And I'm going to continue to do that with my next towel as well. The next thing I thought would be cute to add would be some sparkling little votives. These are kind of zhuzhed up and just a little bit sparkly, and I thought they would be nice for a hostess gift. That way your little hostess could offer them in a little sparkling spot in maybe their bathroom or kitchen, or they would just be a little nice extra touch. And then I decided to go a little bit extra and add some pretty ribbon to the side of my pail. Now, of course, this step is optional, but I thought the Santa pail needed something extra. It just seemed kind of plain. So I'm taking the rest of this ribbon and I'm tying a bow, and I'm going to add that on the side of the Santa bow. And then I did end up adding another little bow with some red ribbon as well. And then last but not least, I found this super adorable little red truck ornament, and I just thought that would be really cute to pop in to the center of the bow. I thought that would be a nice little treat for my hostess, or just to give as a gift, or pop in to this little side part here. That way they could use it as an ornament once the holidays are over. It's just that extra little special touch to make my guests smile. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to share with you guys that Dollar Tree is actually carrying 8x10 photo frame matting frames. So I took another one of these Dollar Tree calendars, and this is actually just a regular non-holiday calendar. So I wanted to share with you guys a different option in case you couldn't find that super hot Market Fresh calendar, that there are other options out there. So here is the December version, and this one says it's the most wonderful time of the year. And the great thing about this 8x10 frame is it fits perfectly around pretty much any one of the little Dollar Tree calendars. And this saying, which it's the most wonderful time of the year, looks super high end to me, you guys. And the other thing is the matting on this has the option for you guys to either use the black side or the white side. So you guys can choose to go with the black or the white. Now, I will tell you that the white on mine was a little bit it seemed like it was a little bit messed up. So it had kind of gotten dingy, and that's probably my fault because sometimes the way I store my crafts, they get kind of mussed around. I just have so many crafts, and especially with some of my like frames and different things like that, I store them upwards, and so they get kind of messed up. Anyway, I went ahead and used the black side on this, and that way it was only showing on this side. Anyway, so it's matted with that side. Now I'm going to go ahead and just cut that out. And so to cut these little calendars out, it's really easy to cut them out by running your scissors down that one side of the calendar. That's going to give you a really clean edge, and it'll give you the most of your calendars, because sometimes you actually need that really little tiny bit to get it all the way in there and get it to fit. So I'm just going to trim that out and then pop that pretty little "It's the most wonderful time of the year" in, tape that on, and I'll have another little really beautiful piece of wall art. And there you guys have it. As always, I ask that you all comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video, and which one will you all be recreating. I love to hear what you all are up to. I hope these easy ideas help you all put the finishing touches on your holiday Christmas decor. And let me tell you, I am seeing so many beautiful Christmas trees, garlands, mantles, wreaths, centerpieces over on our Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook group page. So keep up the good work crafting and decorating. I'm going to share with you guys how you can take a thrift store frame, or just pretty much any frame you guys have on hand. And then I found this really adorable little $5 sign from Target. You guys could use any sign, Dollar Tree, whatever you have on hand. And I'm just looping some ribbon through the back parts where the little hangers are to hang it on the wall, and then I'm going to tie it to the top of my frame. So I use this frame in my kitchen pretty much every season. season to do some kind of decoration with. So this was my idea for a Christmas frame. And again, I did find the Twas the Night Before Christmas sign at Target in their little dollar spot. Now I'm taking some of those Dollar Tree mini Christmas trees, and I actually ended up using 3 of these. I want to make a really pretty decor garland for the top, and so I'm just going to kind of loosely place them and kind of arrange them to where they're centered. And then I'm just taking the little ribbons that I use to tie the sign on to tie my trees on. So I have 1 tree on either side, and you can tell it's kind of a bare spot right here in the center. That's where I'm going to add that 3rd little Dollar Tree mini Christmas tree and then tie everything all together. And then I did feel like it needed a little bit more stability, so I tied 1 more ribbon around that center loop. Now the next thing I want to do is make a cute little fluffy bow. This is my cheat go-to bow, you guys. You take the ribbon, you just loop the ribbon over on itself a couple of times, however many times you want to get your desired fluffiness. I did to where there's 2 loops on each side, so that's probably 4 times looping it around. And then you can just take those tree branches and cross the evergreen tree branches over on themselves, and that can hold your bow into place. And then I'm just going to fluff it out and then add some more ribbon loops. Again, I'm just taking this ribbon, looping it over on itself, and little check ribbon is at Hobby Lobby this season in their Christmas section, and then I'm adding that into the center part of this bow. Now I got a lot of ribbon this year, so I'm really trying to use up a lot of my ribbon. And then I decided also to make some tails. So you just want to cut a longer little piece of ribbon, and then to attach it, I'm just taking the evergreen branches, again crossing them over on themselves and giving that ribbon a little twisty tie. And also don't forget to dovetail those ends. Make your ends pretty on your ribbon when you can remember to, or when you have time to. That's really going to kind of just really class up your pretty bow. And then again, I'm adding tails to the other side to kind of make it cohesive and flowy. And again, just taking those tails and kind of giving them a little twisty do. Now I'm taking some Dollar Tree little ornaments here, and I'm just going to hot glue them in and around the bases of where the trees are. And then also just some extra ornaments I had left over from last year with some little stripes on it to kind of pull some of that red in. And there is how that turned out. This is going in my kitchen above my little Hoosier cabinet, which it's kind of a mess on my Hoosier cabinet. Otherwise I would have shown it to you guys there and how it looks, but I'm hoping to get that all pulled together after Thanksgiving is over and give you guys a house tour. So here's how that looks. I really thought this looked super cute for $5 for the little sign, and then the trees, and then some ribbon, and then the pretty little thrift store frame that I found. So keep an eye out for those pretty little thrift store frames. There's so many things you guys can do with it, and just think about this, you know, you could change this out for every season or whatnot. So I hope this gives you guys a fun idea. I think this is definitely boutique gorgeous on a budget. For this next DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how you can make an amazing little Christmas lantern topper. Okay, so I'm taking this lantern that I found on Michael's on clearance from last season, and I'm taking these 2 Dollar Tree mini Christmas trees, and I'm just going to take a zip tie and attach those mini Christmas trees to the side of my lantern, and then taking this pretty little ribbon, I'm going to loop the ribbon over on itself, and I did that about 4 times. That's going to give you 2 ribbon loops on each side, and then you can just trim that off and attach that into your Dollar Tree mini trees. And I did add some little silver sparkly branches also from Dollar Tree to my mini trees. And then the next step is my favorite part, is adding in some tails. So just cut some longer pieces of ribbon, and you can add that in to make some really pretty fluffy tails. Also, don't forget to take your ribbon loops and kind of pull them and twist them. That way they're nice and poofy. You don't want a flat ribbon. And then also to have a nice, cute, like poofy bow, I recommend that you guys use a wired ribbon. And it should say on your ribbons if they're wired or not. So when you go to the craft store, check your ribbon spool and it should say wired or not. Or usually you can kind of also tell. Now, most ribbon does come wired, but that's just a little tip from me to you if you really want those poofy bows to stand out. And also, of course, course, the more you spend on your ribbon, usually the better quality the ribbon is. The next thing I'm doing is just adding in some cute little ornaments. Some of these are Dollar Tree, some of them are garage sale, but I just want to mix them in to where they match my little candy cane striped ribbon. And this ribbon is from Hobby Lobby. So this is just a fun idea for how you guys can take a couple Dollar Tree mini Christmas trees and create something that looks like, you went and ordered it from a floral shop, or, that you got it at a high-end boutique. And really, it's not that much, you guys. $2 for your Dollar Tree mini Christmas trees, and then, a couple bucks for ribbon and ornaments, and bam, you have something fabulous on a total budget. Don't forget to shop your after Christmas ribbon as well. I know it's not after Christmas yet, but that is the best time to find ribbon. Now, I also will give you a tip too. Black Friday is a great time as well. I know that sometimes I'll just go out and do my Black Friday shopping and gather a lot of my ribbon at that point in time. So those are just some little tips that I have for you guys on how to really zhuzh things up on a budget. Last but not least, I added in a couple little smaller loops of this thinner ribbon and gave it a bit of a curly cue, and boom, there you guys have this fabulous little lantern topper, again on a total budget. Fill that lantern with candles, ornaments, just whatever suits your fancy. And check out this cute little nutcracker that I found at the thrift store. I thought he was just adorable. Nutcrackers are so funny to me. I think sometimes they can have funny little faces, but I thought this guy was pretty much cheesing it up. So I added that next to my lantern, and I thought that was really cute and fun, and I hope this inspires you guys to create something fabulous as well. Now for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking my little Dollar Tree mini LED lanterns. These are so fun to play with, and I'm going to turn it into a Christmas lantern. So what I want to do is I want to take this pretty little ribbon, and this is just some check ribbon that I found at Hobby Lobby, I believe, and you're just going to take the ribbon, loop it over on itself, and pinch it in the center. This is like my little cheat bow, and then you can take another piece of ribbon to make your tails and tie that around the center of your ribbon, and bam, you have a cute little bow. And it should be fairly symmetrical, and then you can give it a little twisty, trim those ends off on your ribbon. You don't want frayed ends, and you can hot glue it to the base of the lantern. Now this is just really a fun idea. You could take almost anything, add a Christmas bow and some faux greenery, and you can have like a little ornament. So these are really pretty and sparkling. And the other thing that I wanted to add was a little bit of that same ribbon to the top to really make it feel Christmassy and to make it feel somewhat cohesive. So I'm just adding that to the top. And again, this was just like a scrap piece of ribbon from that ribbon roll. And again, this ribbon did come from Hobby Lobby, but check out how adorable this turned out. I thought it was so cute and easy and very budget friendly.
For joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Home, and I love to share with you guys how you can make your home boutique gorgeous on a budget. I truly believe that y'all don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now listen, don't forget to enter my $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. All you guys have to do is subscribe. It's totally free, and click the bell, punch all. Will update you every single time I post a new video. Also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. Follow me over there. We're having so much fun crafting and decorating on a budget for pretty much every season. So anyway, I love y'all. Don't forget also to be kind online and keep going no matter where you're at in your life's journey. I know that everybody's been through something, including myself. So I just want to encourage you guys to keep putting one foot in front of the other. I love y'all so, so much. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed weekend. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. And until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. Talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.